play really well, just like he did there. He could find himself 4-0 or 4-1 up here and then still get in trouble. Because Wessel is so good and Gabriel Clemens does just get involved in these mad games.
108.
But right now, he is looking better than Wessel Nijman. Double 12.
Game shot in the
He
third.
is loads better than Wessel Nijman at the moment. It's another good leg of darts. It's a 3-0 lead. 16 boards of action here.
140.
4 of them streamed. But we do mix it up as we go through the rounds. 8 players per board. That's how you get 128 players. No Ryan Searle today.
98.
I don't think he was feeling particularly well. He was an early casualty yesterday. The only one of the top seeds to go out in round 1, actually, Ryan Searle. So he's gone home.
180.
Third maximum of the match for Gabriel Clemens. All of them have come when he's had the throw. It makes him very difficult to break.
140.
Yeah, no Willie Borland here today either. But Kevin Burness and Adam Mould stepping up from the Challenge Tour to fill those spots, so we do have the full complement.
35.
Gabriel Clemens with another excellent scoring leg here. The average is going up and up for Gabriel Clemens.
57.
Could we be seeing a drama-free game for Gabriel Clemens, where he just plays brilliantly like you know he can, and he gets the job done?
Game shot.
Maybe we could. That's a 12-darter. 4-1 to the German giant. He has been the most successful player out of the 8 on this board. Cameron Menzies, the top seed. But Wessel Nijman has played more games, won more games than even he has so far this year.
60.
But this is the 10th event. This would only be the second time Wessel Nijman's gone out in round 1. And it might be happening right now. We needed the treble.
75.
Gabriel Clemens frustrated in himself there. I don't think it's going to matter.
140.
Wessel's still not down to a finish. He's missed the 17. Eventually he got his match dart. Still couldn't take it. But Wessel's not there to punish.
100.
Beg your pardon, it'll be the 3rd time that Wessel Nijman's lost in round 1 so far this year, but it's going to happen. And it has happened. Gabriel Clemens convincingly beats Wessel Nijman. Way off the pace, Wessel. Even if he had won that leg that he threw away with 9 missed darts at double, he was still struggling to live with Gabriel Clemens, who was so good on his own throw. A 96.5 average, 50% on the doubles for Gabriel Clemens. Wessel Nijman, 1 hit out of 12 attempts. That's not going to be good enough. But truth be told, none of his game was good enough today. He's out in round 1. So similar record, similar standard. It should be a close game.
180.
Lo and behold, one of them hits a 180, the other one follows.
$45.
Yeah, that first dart. If he's missing that treble 20, that's where he wants it, Robert Owen.
140.
Just beneath the treble.
$140. Game shot and the second leg.
Magic leg. Stack attack takes a 2-0 lead. That's a breaker throw.
$100.
Andrew Gilding gone. 6-2. Falling at the hands of Oskar Lukasiak of Sweden. Andy Barton's first to a finish.
$81.
Important last start for Rob Owen. Gets him to a 1 treble combo, but double 14. Now double 7. Gets Andy Barton's on the board.
$90.
He's hitting that bullseye well, Rob Owen. Look out if he needs it to win a leg or maybe the match.
134.
Again, the setup play is good from Andy Barton's, but can he be denied a shot at that 36 again? Double 16.
39.
From 3-0 down, Andy Barton's has dragged himself back to parity. Robert Owen still has the advantage. He's got the darts in 2 of the 3 remaining legs. But when you've lost 4 of the last 5 legs, how confident are you of closing
81.
it out? A dart in the 5 has really hurt him a few times in this game.
44.
Not enough to leave a finish. Rob Owen, 6 darts from here, minimum, for a 5-4 lead.
100.
He didn't seem concerned. It was a little bit close to the treble 20 and potentially busting, but
58.
Does get darts at tops. 13 darter. He has found some excellent legs in this game when he's come under pressure, Rob Owen.
$83. $92.
Treble 18. 20 for tops. Straight over the top of that. And straight into round 2. A 6-4 victory for Robert Owen. Andy Barton's was getting better and better as the game went on. He dragged himself back from 3-0 down to get level at 4 apiece. But Rob Owen, the damage, enough damage, was done already. And he books a place in round 2 to face Gabriel Clemens. He appears to be in one of these little spells, and he has them... He's had them periodically in his PDC career, where he just starts playing loads better and hits loads more 180s. And he's been having one of those spells at the start of this year. Unlike previous spells, though, he perhaps hasn't turned that into enough victories.
180.
Look at that. It's Alan Soutar with a 180. It's almost as if he's in one of these spells. But he did, of course, win one of these Pro Tour titles when he was having one of these spells. One came around the Grand Slam where he had a run there out of the group stage. Over to double 9. And found.
First leg.
But Alan Soutar, when he is playing well, you're going to see 2 things from him.
$57.
Oh, that looks good. It is good. Cameron Menzies. So this 80 again. He's had it 3 times in this game.
70.
And every single one of them, he's failed to take it out in different ways.
Bullseye for Suits for 3 apiece.
Game
right in the middle. Lovely dart from Alan Soutar. Treble 20 would have left double 18, but again, it's a nice setup shot from Menzies. It's a leg where he's got a cushion. Didn't take advantage in the last one.
60.
Win his first leg in 4.
Game shot and
that's
the
exactly what he's done. It's all tied up at 4 apiece. Alan Soutar has the advantage of having the throw. I assume he's not hit another 9 darter.
never know, it could be a 9 followed by a 28.
Couple of them by the looks of it. Suits first to a finish. Menzies will be on a better one.
140.
Not much better, truth be told.
Has to stay there. Double 11. That's a real moment of quality from Alan Suter. This match has lacked quality, but that certainly was brilliant.
But at the same time, he was allowed to do that because Suits wasn't doing what he should have been doing. So, yeah, they have been as
95.
good or as average as each other in this one. But it might be the 86 and the 142 checkout that swing it in Alan Suter's favour. But it does look like we're going to a last leg decider. That's not enough to leave a finish. Ooh. Double top. Well, a little 160 from Cameron Menzies to take into this last leg decider. It has been a game lacking in quality, but we've seen a couple of massive checkouts. Could there be one more to settle it?
We've seen that already from Suits, following a 180 with an awful visit.
Followed it with 2 awful visits earlier on. You can't afford a second awful one here. He's not going to get a match start.
56.
This is on a knife edge.
The 18s. Not going to go.
86.
68 left for Alan Suter. May only get 1 dart at double. Take your pick. 12 for double 18, the old faithful.
50.
It's deserted him this time.
For a 5th straight win against Alan Suter. And he has done it again. Cameron Menzies beats Suits in a last leg decider. Every single time they've met, Menzies has won it. This is as close as Suits has ever got to beating Menzies. He got a match dart. He could not take the chance. And it means that Cameron Menzies, the top seed on this board, is through to round 2. We've already seen that this board is wide open. And if the top seed goes off board number 1, then this whole section of the draw could be very interesting. Treble 17 for Danny Lorby cannot be found.
83.
Takes a big old step across to the right.
59.
Clangs into the first dart.
Game shot on the second leg.
That's the thing that makes you think Danny Lorby's dead good at this.
$105.
Good use of the bullseye from Lorby, but it might count for absolutely nothing. That's only just in the single 16.
32.
Are we going to get the first hold of throw in this match? Beveridge could be 5-0 up here.
$88.
To keep the breaks coming.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
5 legs played, all won against the darts. Every single leg, Darren Beveridge has had darts to win it. He has managed to complete the job 3 times and failed a couple of times.
100. $140.
Treble 17 and bull. Not going to happen. Danny Lorby's got a decision to make.
57.
20s, 18s, bull. Something even funkier than that? Conventional. Oh, beautiful. It's another one of those Danny Lorby specials. This could be turning back in the Scotsman's favour, especially now.
139.
There's almost an argument for staying there. I know he would then have to use another dart to get to a double, but he might have to use 2 darts to get to a double here because he couldn't get the treble 19 when there was a bigger chance of getting the treble 20. Well, it's only 1 dart, so he does get 2 for the leg, and he takes his chance. It's a 14 darter. That is excellent stuff from Darren Beveridge, who will now throw for the match.
$140. $45.
Not a good visit, so Lorby, single one for double top. And Danny Lorby has taken this game to a last leg decider. It always seemed destined to go that way. It has been flip-flopping throughout, and now the American has the throw to win the match. Producing the goods when it matters. Darren Beveridge, maybe on an 11 darter, he is, and it's a single to double. Danny Lorby probably can't believe his luck.
100.
They've been trudging through this game, but this is a sprint for the finishing line from Darren Beveridge. An ice cold hit next door.
29.
One to double 16, hits the corner of double 7. Danny Lorby should get a match start, might get a couple.
Treble 20 the target. Just in the 16, a wipe of the hand, and Danny Lorby pulls 41. It well wide. There is the tension in the arm, and Darren Beveridge will come back. Maybe he was fearing the worst, but double 9, he's going straight at it. Beveridge finds it.
Darren Beveridge.
What a contest that was. Maybe not the highest quality game, but it had plenty of drama throughout. Beveridge produced something pretty special in the last leg to get down to a potential 11 darter. Lorby missed chances of his own throughout. It is the Scotsman who's beaten the American 6-5.
$83.
Annoying last start, leaves a potentially awkward 98 finish.
$59.
Will fancy himself to have 6 darts at this.
$58.
Lukeman looking to put the boot in early on. Couldn't follow the first start. Displays his
96.
Annoyance. James Wade and tops usually means one thing.
Game shot in the first leg.
That.
$94.
Leaves double 18 with James Wade not on a finish.
$96.
Should be a good guide. It's right on the wire. That doesn't look too bad either. Can he nestle it in? He can. More scores around the boards. Seeded casualties 100. In the form of Jermaine Watamina, who's lost 6-4 to Connor Scott, who was excellent, averaging nearly 106. Daryl Gurney's gone, beaten by Justin Hood 6-3. Madas Razma,
70.
Played on stream board number 1, was beaten by Jim Williams. 170 from James Wade leaves 31, which is not going to be a problem for him.
113.
Double 10. Double 5. And that does the trick this time.
Flag.
Lukeman trying desperately to cling on. James Wade is in firm control.
180.
Back-to-back 180s for the machine, and Martin Lukeman needs to find something big.
140.
Double 18.
$78.
Two mismatched darts. Lukeman will probably start on the 18s. Needs a treble. Needed it to have a go at the bullseye.
54.
That might be that.
Game shot and the match. James
Comfortable
Wade.
for James Wade. A typical James Wade performance. Really good numbers produced as well. A sprint finish. Couple of 180s in the deciding leg. Walking away with an average of 97.5. For Martin Lukeman, he gave himself too much to do early on. Wasn't getting close enough to the machine to force enough opportunities. So it is Wade who will go through to round 3. And he faces the winner of our next match, Gary Anderson, against Mensur Suljovic. Made his return to Alexandra Palace last year after a year off.
174.
Starts off in fine fashion indeed. Saw Gary Anderson hit a splendid 9-darter yesterday in the first match on streaming board number 2. Averaging 115, but fair play to Krzysztof Ratajski for managing to take that to a last leg decider. Hang on.
180.
Are we going to see another 9-darter in a game involving Gary Anderson?
96.
147 the target. Dart 7 is too low.
43.
It's not a good visit, but he's over 200 points in front. Anderson opting not to start on the 18s.
98.
May have already conceded defeat in this first leg. Double 16.
Game shot.
Doesn't darter for Mensur Suljovic. That is a very authoritative start from the Austrian.
$97.
Comfortable hold on the cards.
$95.
Tops.
Game shot in the
It's
second.
the beauty of a bullseye, and eventually followed by tops. A couple of 12 darters to start off this darting duel.
$94.
Mensur well adrift in this leg.
$59.
Double 18 for Gary Anderson to go 4-2 up. Could split here. I think he's going 2 double 8.
Game shot. And
Wise choice from the wily old fox that is Gary Anderson. Three bullseyes, Mensur. Go on.
121.
It's on. It's not on anymore.
134.
That's twice in this match now that Mensur Suljovic has teased a 9-darter. 7 darts this time.
96.
Mensur tidies it up in 10 darts. World-class arrows.
180.
Suljovic first to a finish.
$100.
Crucial last dart from Anderson, leaves a 2-darter. Suljovic pinned 104 on double 16 in the first leg of the match. Deciding to go a different way. Triple 16 leaves double 18. For 3 legs in a row, Mensah Suljovic fails to take us all the way. Gary Anderson might only get 1 go at the bull. Instead, he gets 2 at double 16, hits double 16 the first dart in hand. It is 6 wins in a row for the Flying Scotsman against Mensah Suljovic in a hugely enjoyable game. Mensah nearly provided a 9-darter twice. He had a higher average, but Gary Anderson did it when it mattered. A 6-4 win against Suljovic.
Yeah, I mean, the usual parade of idiocy that is social media. Some have questioned whether he should be in the Premier League. There was literally no question about it. He was such an obvious pick for the Premier League because of the standard of darts he produced over the last year or so.
He was probably the only obvious one outside the top 4 who were guaranteed.
Make a very strong case for him playing more consistent darts than the likes of Rob Cross and Marco van Gerwen leading up to the Premier League.
Shot on the first leg.
Callan Rydz takes out the 97 in the opening leg to get a hold of throw. Looks like an absolute barnstormer between Raymond van Barneveld and Damon Heta. 4 legs played in that, 2 apiece, 108 average Barney. That is 10 points less than what Heta is averaging.
84. $58. $145.
Don't mind that as a setup shot. 145 to leave tops. Will it be rendered irrelevant? Oh, it is. Last dart in hand. And the same point about where he stood when he's throwing that double 16. If he misses outside, by the very nature of it, he's throwing across the board. So those darts are kicking over slightly.
$40.
Well, Callan Rydz never hides how he's feeling, and you just wonder whether Stephen Bunting can feed off that frustration.
180.
It's been a good performance from the bullet.
He started today so well, Callan Rydz, but
71.
the wheels are kind of falling off here. Stephen Bunting's been ensuring that he doesn't get any breathing space or time to get the wheels back on, because that's another 14-darter for the bullet, and he's 1 leg away. He's averaging 101.
58.
And this is like watching Stephen Bunting in the Players' Championship Series. Oh, it's just dropped below 100, I should say, following that checkout of 41. But this is like watching Stephen Bunting pretty much all the time in the Players' Championship Series through last year. This could be one of them. Because that's a maximum to leave 130. And this is a top draw display from the bullet.
41.
5 maxes in the last 6 legs for Stephen Bunting. Didn't have to pile another one into the 20 segments.
98. $121.
So to wrap up, a 6-2 win and move through to the last 16.
Game shot.
The bullet downs the riot and progresses through with an excellent display. He is playing some good stuff today, Stephen Bunting. He is back in the winner's circle. 50% on doubles, 103 average, 5 180s. Callan Rydz did not have the answer, and the bullet might be one of the main men to beat here today in Leicester.
55.
Gerwyn Price, our winner yesterday, not going to back it up with a second title in 2 days, but even he said he was very up and down. Averaging 114 1 minute and then 91 the next game.
$180.
That's his first maximum of this match. Takes him to 16 for the day. But the 161 is on. And Michael Smith takes it out. The bully boy with a 12-darter, 161 checkout, breaks the throw and hits the front in this game. Just the 60, and Michael Smith is all over Connor Scott here. Those 2 darts missed at doubles of Connor Scott for a 2-0 lead and a break of throw. He has not had darts at double since. He's barely been in the frame.
100.
He's not down to a finish there, so a couple of visits from here for 4-1 and a break of throw. Doesn't like it.
$58.
It's not the end of the world. Leaves himself that 82.
100.
Would like 2 darts at double 16. He'll take 1 at tops. Gets the 2. And he only needs the 1. And this is majestic finishing. This is really, really special stuff from Michael Smith. Of getting opportunities or more opportunities in this game. And the opportunities for him in the last 3 legs have been 0.
180.
And he may not get an opportunity in this leg.
$94.
If he took that poor opening leg of this game out of the match, Michael Smith is playing wonderfully.
134.
Needs to fill it up to leave a finish. But when you're having to hit 180s to leave 170, it's just to maybe possibly get a chance when your opponent's on 2 darters. You're in trouble.
42.
Michael Smith commanding his darts to get up. Doesn't quite work like that.
58.
But he's been deadly on the doubles so far in this game, so double 10, you expect it to go. Splits it.
12 score.
Oh, first time we've seen that from Michael Smith.
$40.
Connor Scott, arguably the player of the day so far, but he is getting a hiding here from the bully boy.
$180.
Well, Connor Scott, for once, outscoring his opponent.
140.
That gets him back level pegging, but this was a leg where Smith had the darts. Connor Scott reverts to playing the darts he's been playing all day. Maybe he could turn this around. Looks a tall order, but not beyond him.
140.
Treble 14. The double top. Majestic. Wonderful stuff.
8th leg.
12 darter, ton plus finish. Under pressure as well. And Connor Scott needs to win 3 legs on the spin, but he's got the throw in 2 of them. How important will that bounce out prove to be?
81.
Just the 81. Just outside of finishing range. Smith must be first to a finish from here. He will be. And it's a great one as well. That is darts. On the elite level. Under huge pressure. If he loses this leg, Connor Scott throws for the match. Can he get it 1? Double top. That is a brilliant display from Michael Smith. He was superb in winning 5 legs on the spin to take a commanding lead. Then Connor Scott came back at him, all guns blazing, and the bully boy has managed to fend him off. Look at that. 96 plays, 97 average. The finishing very good. The 161 magnificent. Michael Smith is through to the quarterfinals. Barney has a chance here.
Yes. 94.
2 tops. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, how has he not
94.
followed it? He could barely have placed that first one better. Raymond van Barneveld misses a couple of darts at double. We don't have finishing stats for these players on the Dart Connect system, but he must have finished well all day to be so dominant in all his games, despite not scoring massively heavily.
100.
Silently geeing himself up, Cameron.
96.
Another in there.
123.
Does leave himself very nicely placed. Single to double. Favourite for the leg, Cameron Menzies.
94.
Another leg going to slip by where Raymond van Barneveld's unable to get the breaker throw that he will need to win this game. Double 10.
45.
Not quite sure where that landed, to be honest, but it wasn't where it needed to be. Oh, that is so ridiculous. He has decided to stay on the 20s to leave the double 18. He should be nowhere near the treble.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
That is a let-off for Cameron Menzies, but Raymond van Barneveld. Josh Rock would not face one of these two until the final. May have to get past Luke Littler, who's 3-2 with Scott Williams.
40.
Ton 40 is enough for Barney to get to a finish, but Cameron Menzies, this is his chance to get the break, to make things easier.
94. 91.
Not close. That is. And that's in.
Game shot on the 6th leg.
Great use of the marker. It is our first break of throw. It looked like Raymond van Barneveld was going to pick one up. Dropped into the 4 segment. Good visit from Cameron Menzies. Been a couple of times where he's looked in trouble in legs, where he's been outscored early on, and then he's turned it around.
94.
He is not out of the woods yet in this leg. That leaves double 16. That is a dart miss for 5-2. The old magic still there, Raymond? Bullseye.
87.
Not on this occasion. Michael Smith is through. He's in the semis. But no Cameron Menzies cannot take a step towards a meeting with him. It's now 4 darts missed for this leg and a commanding 5-2 lead. Barney does punish. Cameron Menzies' turn to let his opponent off. Averaging 93.
100.
And he's only average. Wait, 93 for the day, 92 in this game. Luke Littler is not playing particularly brilliantly today.
140.
He's the highest ranked player in the tournament. He's the highest seeded player in the tournament. And obviously, he's amazing. However, when you look at all, everybody else still in the tournament, the likes of Josh Rock, Michael Smith, one of these two They're playing better than him today in Leicester.
168.
And that is an example from Cameron Menzies. It is a magnificent setup shot. It is a brilliant leg.
97.
177, 140, 168 setup. 10 darter.
8th leg.
That is beautiful. And for all the messing around in the previous leg from Cameron Menzies, there was no messing there. Oh, he's flying.
139. $140.
This would win it.
$87.
Treble 17 required. Not found. And it should be a match dart for Cameron Menzies.
45.
Oh, he's missed the big number, and he's missed another
18.
one that could hurt him when he returns, but he's already hurting. Don't bust it this time. He doesn't. And double 18 is found. Well, after 5 consecutive holds of throw at the start of the match, we've seen 4 consecutive breaks, and Raymond van Barneveld is not out of this just yet. Oh, that's magnificent from Cameron Menzies. 171 to leave 94. But Barney, this would be magic. Cannot keep it going.
93.
Does he go aggressive at the treble 18? Does he go for the bullseye? He goes aggressive and gets match darts. Double 10.
84.
Go home, he says. I don't know if that was directed at him, his darts, or Raymond van Barneveld. But Barney has missed there, and he might be going home in a moment. He got the chance to force a last leg decider. He could not take it. And Cameron Menzies to finally get over the line. That's exactly what he does. Cameron Menzies maintains his perfect record against Raymond van Barneveld, and he reaches the semi-finals for the 2nd day running.
Does get to a finish, but not a particularly good approach shot. Means that Josh Rock should be on something better.
134.
Indeed he is. Seeking 2 treble 19s to leave the bullseye. 85 left. Might go bull here to guarantee single to double. Instead, tried to go for treble 15. Came away with single 2. Double 11 now for Josh Rock for an early break. Has to get it in by hook or by crook. Moving way over to the left.
Hey.
Oh, and he's found it. That is sensational. The first attempt at double made it so awkward.
$96.
Rock not really got going here.
$65.
And it is a slightly extended format. Semi-finals, 1st to 7 legs. Final will be contested 1st to 8, best of 15 if you prefer.
$60.
Only 60, but Rock is some way back on 262. Needs to switch.
128.
Good save. You would still back Williams to win this leg. He's going double-double. Of course he is.
56.
Not successfully, though.
$56.
Couldn't quite pile the 3rd dart through to the treble 19.
Game shot.
Scott Williams looking for a career first win against his good mate Josh Rock. It'd be a very
100. 100. $55.
Went to use the bull to leave a single to double. Didn't work out for him.
140.
140 works out for Rock, but this has been some decline compared to what we saw in his performance against Martin Schindler.
90.
No finish available for Williams after the first 2 darts.
Game shot.
Rock levels the game.
120.
Doesn't dare stay there.
177.
Second dart looked loose.
$57.
Double 12. Now double 6.
Yeah,
3-3 here.
$134.
No reason for Williams to potentially attack the bullseye. That's why he stays up. Now he wants treble 17.
7. $100.
Double 8. Double 4.
66.
And a chance has been offered to Josh Rock. A double chance shot. Needs to stay there. Leaves double 5. Perfectly done from Josh Rock. Scott Williams missed 2 darts there for a 4-3 lead. Rock steps in and mercilessly pins double 5.
$134.
2 tight semi-finals. 4-3 here, 3-3 in Menzies Smith.
97.
Make that 4-3 Menzies.
$133.
Great thinking from Williams. 7-19s leaves the straight ton. 11 darters on the cards.
180.
Josh Rock just deciding to get rid of as many points as possible. Leaves double 13, but Scott Williams
Game shot.
doesn't leave anything.
$100.
Well, he should be
85.
pleased that he's got another chance to take out 100. One that he took so expertly in the last leg. 2 tops. There's one.
80.
Not quite the other. 2 bullseyes.
96.
Straight away, you knew that Josh Rock's eyes went down. First dart was a blocker to treble 20.
Game shot.
Inconsequential, Scott Williams, 5-4 now.
$96. $162.
Nicely done.
$58.
Double 16.
Game
A showstopper from Josh Rock. Gets the nod of approval from Scott Williams. No messing about with handshakes and fist bumps. It's straight to business. But
100.
Scott Williams acknowledged that was a moment of real class from Josh Rock.
100. 140.
Josh Rock has had the measure on Scott Williams in all of their meetings. 6 in total. Stretching back to January 2022 when they played each other at Q School. Who'd have thought 3 years down the line they'd be doing this, knocking lumps out of each other on the Pro Tour.
49.
Not the greatest approach shot from Rock.
60.
And it's not punished by Williams. 112 for a place in the final.
56.
Halves his score.
$115.
He makes you think, does Williams? But he
Game
won't be
shot
making
on
you
the
think
match.
any longer because Josh Rock has booked his place in the final. 7 wins from 7 against his mate Scott Williams, who looked to have the measure on him at certain points in the game. He went 5-4 up. Rock responded with a 1-4-3 checkout. The double 8 after Scott Williams eschewed the bullseye to leave a 2-darter. Couldn't get himself a dart at double, and then Rock tied it up. So he's going to be contesting today's final of Players' Championship 10.